All right. Rolling. Let's get it cracking in this piece. What's good, fam? This video we're gonna talk about why you should stop caring what women think about you. All right. This is a faulty mindset when this happens, guys. You're not yourself. You're acting out of this energy right here is a turnoff for women. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna break it down and what you should do and apply the antidote to turn this whole thing around and how to flip it. So listen, if you're new to the channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do what the little buttons say, follow along, join us. Yo, when you hear your family, we got you. Don't go away.
I pray for my homies out there. Please God, give them strength. Please God.
So we're gonna talk about the fear, right, of being liked, being loved, being cared about. This creates the energy of trying to make everybody happy or worry about what people think about you. If you feel like they see you in the best light, right? This is a human need, right? A need to feel significant, a need for acceptance in some cases. In some cases, it's just a need to have all the attention. I want to be the go-doer, the run-around man, and whatever. Show her how much I care. And a lot of guys, this nice guy stuff too. It's nice guy qualities as well. Nothing wrong with being nice, guys. Nothing wrong with being nice. However, you ain't got to be no sucker, all right? So I'm going to go over some 10 things I'm going to give you guys. 10 points. And if you find yourself doing these little doodads here that give off a weak mentality and a scarcity mindset, these things turn women off. So if you pick up on some of these cues here, guys, turn that switch and flip it, all right? And this way you can boost your game up, all right? And this way it helps you move on and get the girl you really need to be, knock down a few or whatever you're trying. Whatever your goal is, this will help get you there, all right? Bottom line. So let's get to it. Number one, indecisiveness, right? Can't make a decision, second guess everything you do. You go on one way, let me do this way. And on a date or with a girl, she finds it frustrating. Why? Women are indecisive. They can't decide what they want to do from time to time. They have the right to change their mind all the time. I change my mind. I'm a woman. I can change my mind. That's all cliche. However, it's true when it comes to a man being indecisive. Why? Because confident men are direct. Alphas are clear in their intent. They see, go, do, go get, right? So women want men to lead, right? But if they can't trust your masculine decision making, she's going to question your masculinity. It's going to cause her not to want to follow you if you get the drift, or submit, or to go with you on this journey called life. Because you can't trust yourself, how can she go with you on that? You can't blame her for that. So this is why you want to cut down this type of behavior and understand that, listen, trust yourself enough to know whether you decide the decision you make, if it's wrong or right, so what? You correct it. It's okay to be wrong, right? It's better being wrong than to be indecisive. If you're wrong, okay, I won't go that way, I'll go this way now. Bottom line, failure is about learning. Learning is about success. Success is failure. Failure is success. The more you fail, you keep getting up, you keep getting back. This is how you succeed and you move on. Number two, people pleaser. Doesn't mean now, it's okay to do good things and run around, like I said before. That's not weakness, doing good things and being helpful and this and that. When it's coming from the heart, if you're doing something that someone forced you to do, when you have other things that you have to go on, priorities. For example, she wants to go somewhere shopping. You have to go to work first, pick up some things for work, bring that paperwork, fill some paperwork out, whatever. But she says, well, let's go to the mall first. I got to pick up some things, and then you can do what you got to do later. Meanwhile, you're on a timeline, and you got to do before 5 o'clock, everything done before 5 o'clock, and you squeeze everything together and say, okay, I'll do it, just to make her happy. You see, this is people pleasing to the utmost, because you want the result of her approval, right? You want her to agree. You want her to like what you're doing and see the deeds that you do for her. But the opposite is true. The more you try to please somebody, the less they're pleased, the more things they find to complain about. This is why the bad guy vibe works here. Women like bad guys because they're not trying to please you. They're moving in their own. So being a people pleaser is when it's pleasing to you is when you do it from the heart. And if it's not from the heart, it's not pleasing for you. You gotta love yourself enough to know when it's enough, right? Okay, listen, I'll do X, Y, Z, but first let me handle this. Then we can do that. You're prioritizing, putting yourself in the best light, putting yourself first. People pleasers don't do this. People, I know this firsthand. You have to really, put yourself. Your priorities are more important, right? Then everyone else comes later. Simple. Number 3, never say a no, right? You always say yes. People ask you for, even when you know they're taking full advantage of you. This is a problem because this stems from not feeling worthy, right? You don't have strong self-worth. If you allow someone to take full advantage of you willingly, to straight bully you, it doesn't matter who it is. If she's asking you for money and you know your money's tight right now, you're on a tight budget, and you give her money knowing you're not going to get it back, or you got family members that ask for money knowing full well they still owe you money for the last time, and the last time, and the last time, they say, I'll pay you back. Even doing this demonstration in front of a woman that you're with, and she sees how people take advantage of you like this, she's going to see you as weak, and you have no backbone, no spine. So she can't respect someone or love someone that has no spine. And especially, she can't be attracted to this kind of behavior because you're not standing up for yourself as a man. You're not taking a stand and against the world and with that strength and saying no and owning what you want out of life and not letting someone push you around, especially when you know they're taking full advantage, right? A woman asking you for money, your girls ask for money, whatever, and you say, yeah. She wants to hear no sometimes. She wants to hear some restraint sometimes. She may, again, it's just part of testing, shit test. You want to draw attraction, put her off. She want to borrow money or she wants to go here. Say, let's do this first. We'll see about that. Maybe, boom. This way, let her work to get a yes out of you. Let her work to get some approval out of you. Respect is more appreciated when it's earned, right? When it comes to this, she knows she shouldn't ask you, but she's asking anyway. So this way, not only you saying no to her, if it's within reason, of course, something silly, but if it's in reason, this is my work money, this is money for this is money for that. No, we're not going to do that. It's not in the budget right now. Simple. Because what happens is that test right there shows your strength, lets her know you can't bend and fold me the way you want to or the way you used to after today. No. This is for this. This money is delegated. It has a job to do. It's going to do its job. Maybe next time we'll do that. This way, a no to her. She's not going to like it in a minute. She's going to huff and puff like I said before. But it's all testing, guys, because you're doing something different. She's going to test, not like the whole new you, but she will be attracted. If you hold your frame and you don't let her act up or whatever, no is no, not this time. You say it nicely. No, we're not doing that right now. I'm not feeling that. Here's what we're going to do. Here's the plan. And you stick to it that way. Watch her change. She's not going to like it. She's going to get mad. And after a while, you don't respond. You keep doing what you've been doing. And you remain indifferent. And she will fall into play like, wow, you know what? He told me no. I'm losing my touch. What's up? She's going to think she's losing her touch. It's going to make her more curious about why you said no this time. It's going to draw her more. It's going to draw curiosity to be more attracted to you because you're behaving in a masculine way. Small little trick, but you do that, guys, and watch the change. Also, look at my video on indifference. All right, the power of indifference. That'll also give you some good tools to boost your attraction level when you're in the game with these women out here. This is number 4, sexual attraction. When it comes to women, you don't approach your girl in a sexual way. You approach her in a timid way to test out her mood first, to see the barometer. Is she in a good mood? Is she in a playful mood? Is she serious? She's playful? She's sexy? Whatever. See, what happens is by not initiating sexual attention and making her feel desired and loved, she reads it as you're being, because if you're hesitant, timid, or afraid then sex is going to be on her terms most of the time. Because why? Because a guy that's afraid of what someone thinks about him, especially in particular women here, he's afraid of the rejection part, right? She tries to touch her, tries to approach her. Hey, what's going on? She says, get out of here. This is going to hurt his emotions, his ego, his feelings, his self-esteem will be determined to be destroyed or touched. It'll determine to him, it would read as if he's not good enough. He's rejected because he feels he lacks the confidence. So he knows deep down he doesn't deserve it because he doesn't have the confidence to go get it, right? That's deep down in our subconscious, in our psyche. We know that the fact that he's not approaching his girl, this is not some stranger, this is his girl. When she throws out the cues of arousal, flipping her hair, talking and batting her eyes and bumping up against him and doing all the things that women do when they're attracted, he's not picking the signs up because he's not in the same attractive mood, that attractive zone. That comes from confidence. When you're confident, you feel more attractive. You are more attractive, and you draw more attraction. You see, but when you're afraid what somebody thinks about you, then you're timid. You don't want to be judged on your sexual approach, or because you're afraid of the rejection that's going to come with it. Because you know deep down you're not ready to approach because you're not worthy to yourself. This is all your self-talk here. This is negative and scarcity mindset. When you move with abundance and alphas take, they see, they do, they approach. Rejection or not, you say, okay, oh no, okay, you fall back on a little bit, a little pushback, you fall back and chill, talk about something else. What else is going on? Blah, 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 blah. Oh, word? Oh, that's crazy. And then you try it again. It's a game, a little bit. Let her give you the walls to entry. The fact that you can pull back and let her wild out and, do her thing and continue talking the conversation, it makes her, it shows maturity. It draws her attraction. So when you don't approach at all, it just shows that you're just afraid to reach and take what's supposed to be yours if it's your girl, and she doesn't want to give it either because you don't deserve it, and she's right. So flip that coin quickly. Number 5, boundaries, right? She come and goes as she please. She'll call you sometimes, she call you sometimes, she don't call you. You're waiting for her phone call. You're not sure, you're getting frustrated. Yes. You don't like her behavior. Yes. You bring it up to her, she gives you kickback, she gives you feedback, she yells back at you, you get some resistance, and you fall back. All right, I'm not doing what I want. You boss me around, you're not my boss, you're not this, you're not my father, who do you think you are, See, this happens when you fail to set boundaries. See, oftentimes when you're afraid what someone's going to think about you or what someone's going to say about you because you fail to set boundaries. If you fail to set boundaries, guys, it's a free-for-all. She can do what she wants. You can slowly try to grab her in and kind of, fence her in a little bit as far as what you like, your terms. See, but when you fail to do this, guys, it's not her fault. You didn't set boundaries. She's like, okay, I guess he's cool with me going out. I guess he's cool with me doing what I want. I guess he's cool with me calling whenever when I want to call. Or if I do, if I don't, whatever. See, when they don't like it, oh, he's trying to control me. But see, on the flip side, and deep down for them, when you have set boundaries through communication, cooperative communication. Meanwhile, I'm talking about in the beginning, you're sitting down, you have a conversation. If it's appetizers or if it's drink, depending on how good the date goes, then you say, she's going to ask you, what about you? You're going to say, well, me personally, I'm this, I like this, that, a couple things here and there. You give her a little bit. What about you? Then she'll understand some of your boundaries, what you like, what you don't like. That's why you set the frame up, right? You don't do that, guys. She's going to go here, there, up, boom, boom. Because what happens is she doesn't like, don't control me. But what they really saying back here, that's what the mouth says. But when you have boundaries, and this is what I like, I would like, us to be doing this and that. It shows that you care, you see. When she can do whatever she wants and she says, he probably doesn't really care about me like that. I can get hit by a truck. I can go here. I can get lost. I can be dating. I can do this. They want to know that you want them there, right? And wacky as it is, we don't really care. But listen, they need to hear that you care, right? So when you fail to set boundaries, guys, because you're afraid what she's going to think about you, I'll tell you what she's going to think about you. She's going to think that you're weak and you don't really care, so she can do whatever she wants because you're just a friend at this point in time. Why? People that care They're concerned. They want to make sure she's good. You're here, over here. If you're not there, why are you over here? See, it's almost like a parent. A parent, people get mad at their parents when he wants to know what my father and my mother, they're on my ass all the time. I mean, while they care. Same thing. It's that same vibe, except you're a man now. You're a masculine, and you're dating her. It's different. But she gets the same vibe, that childhood, that someone cares about me. I'm safe because someone will come and get me if something happens. No boundaries, guys. She can do what she wants. So set those boundaries. And if you haven't done it before, you're going to try to do it now, gradually. You do it through communication. You talk to her, right? And then you say, well, you know what I really like is this. Or for you to do is, well, it'd be dope if you did this and did that. And she'll say, oh, I like when you do this and that. So you have a conversation. Again, this is about communication here. Number 6, being too agreeable, right? Everything is cool. You know that, she's behaving badly, but you don't want no problems. All you want to do is keep the peace. Now, I get that, peace, drama-free environment, but she's not being drama-free. She's creating a little bit of drama. And for you, you don't want to upset her. You don't want to get her worried up or make her worse. So you let her be. You let it go. You don't address it, okay? This comes from not holding her accountable, guys, because you're afraid of what she's going to say or what she's going to think. Again, this is all scarcity mindset right here. It's all scarcity mindset. And what happens with this, you're afraid to rock the boat. You're afraid she's going to take off running. You're afraid she's going to just step off and never come back or whatever. But your fear is fear of loss. And this right here, without holding, and the thing about it is that the opposite of what you fear is true. Okay? You're afraid what she's going to think about you. However, when you fail to if you're always agreeing with her, it tells her you don't have an opinion, right? You're coming off, this is one of those killer, nice guy vibes right here, right? Most of the stuff is, but this right here is one that breaks the bank, okay, in my opinion. It breaks it's one of those that break the camel's back, because when you let everything go, not like boundaries. This is different from boundaries because you're agreeable. She's giving you a little flack. She's doing it, and you say, okay, no problem. She beats you down. She brown beats you. She browbeats you down, or she emasculates you verbally and says whatever, and you just agree, okay, whatever you say, cool, whatever. This tells her there's no fight in you. Sometimes women want a challenge. They want a little bit of fight. A man's going to stand up for himself, right? Because if you don't have your own opinion, see, the fact that you don't give an opinion, this is what she's trying to get out of you. She wants to get a feeling. What are you feeling? What's going on? What do you, are you alive in there? You understand? By her not being able to give her and bring her in and give your opinion, hey, knock it off. Again, you're stating your authenticity. When you come off and say how you feel, you're being authentic. This is why women are attracted to bad boys, because bad boys say what they want and say how they feel. Alpha males do too. And this is what women find they're more truthful, because they get to know how you feel. Understand, guys, when you're too agreeable, women don't know how you feel deep down, really feel, because if you have a problem with it, you're not being honest. So you got to realize that part of it. Women want you to be, and they say, I want an honest man. That's what they mean. They don't, this is what they're talking about, guys. They don't even know they're talking about this shit, but this is what they're talking about. Back here, they want to read and register, hey, this guy comes off honest in this moment. So when you let things go into agreeable, whatever, and laid back, as opposed to saying, hey, you know what? Personally, I don't think that's the right idea. It could be a conversation and the difference of opinions, what she really wants out of you. She thinks one thing. You say, well, you know what? I kind of think this is kind of cool. Really? Yeah, it's a little, for me, it's that. She goes, wow, okay, good point, whatever. You're having a conversation. When you agree with everything, you're not giving her the feedback she needs. She needs to feel something from you, right? Needs to feel your energy and feel your truth. But when you agree with everything, it comes off inauthentic. This is why bad boys have that better vibe in alphas, because they say what they feel, right? They live their truth. Their opinion is not withheld. So it comes off real, authentic. This is what women say they want honesty. This is what they mean by they want an honest man. He's honest in that moment. Is he a good guy or probably a bad boy? Whatever. It doesn't matter. The fact of the matter, when he talks to her, she reads honesty. You like those shoes? Those shoes are fucked up. I don't like that shit. Fuck that. She'll start laughing because it's real. It's real and it's honest. Whereas a nice guy will say, you like these shoes? Oh, yeah. Green, blue, red, purple. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. She knows you're full of shit. See? Not coming off real. She can't get a real read on your honesty, right? So that's why that comes in, and guys miss this a lot. That's why I'm trying to bring this out to you guys. That it's very important to have your own opinion and speak up for yourself. Don't be so agreeable. If you have a different opinion on something, speak your opinion, speak your mind. Does it matter? You put yourself out there, you stand on your words, period. It's very attractive. Number 7, going above and beyond for people to like you, hoping to get approval points, right? So one thing when you do something for somebody, but to bring it up to them, oh, I was doing that thing for you. I did all this thing. I went this and I got this stuff for you so you can have it for later on. And thanks. She takes it and goes. See, when you do things for someone's approval, it makes you even less important. You belittle yourself in front of others. So never, 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 never do this, right? This is the guy that's working for an outcome. Maybe it's a new date. He's cutting her lawn. He's getting gas in her car. He's asking her about her first car note. What bank does she go to? They're 3 days in already. He's doing things to get her approval, to win her favor. And when you do things like this, you try to sell yourself to win her favor. Again, like I said, you lessen your value in her eyes. Your sexual market value drops down too, because she's gonna wonder, well, why is he doing so much for me to like him? What's missing here? Something's off. He's going above and beyond to please me. She'll take it now. She'll take all the food, the dinner, the clothes, the gifts, the paying the rent and paying the bills. But after a while, she'll say, I wonder why he's doing all this. Most guys don't behave this way. Not confident guys. So what's he lacking is what she's going to think. Something is lacking. So this is why you don't behave this way. You don't need to run around and get someone's approval. Your presence is enough. Your presence, the fact that she wants to go out with you on a date, it's enough. You don't buy dinner. You don't do all that. You set the frame. Again, this is part about boundaries, and that's why it's so important. You set the frame. Hey, you know what? You're cool. Let's get some drinks. We'll go get some drinks or whatever, right? Have a couple of venues set up. You go from this spot to another spot, logistically toward where you live or her house, one of the two, preferably your house or where your crib, closer to your crib or whatever. But the idea is to lay out the groundwork with drinks. They'll say, hey, just come out. Hey, I'll take you to dinner and movie and flowers and all this, because then you're trying to sell yourself. Women don't like people selling themselves. It's like someone knocking on your door and selling fucking a vacuum cleaners. You go, I got one of these already. You go, well, this one's different. You're gonna like this one. This one's a deluxe model. You understand? They come out, throw mud on the floor, dirt on the floor, and they come in and start vacuuming. You're like, yo, why is it? It looks good, right? Trying to get the approval, forcing the approval on someone, forcing an outcome. Women resist it. It makes you look desperate and thirsty. They'll take full advantage. You'll pay street tax for that. They'll take the food, like I said. They'll take the drinks. They'll take the gifts and all that. And then you'll get I see you as a friend, kind of. You ain't gonna get no ass, but kind of friend. And you're like, but I did all that stuff for you. Yeah, I know. But he wants an outcome. This is why guys get pissed off and frustrated about women when they don't get what they want. They should have read the signs. Number 8, too apologetic. Always apologize. I'm sorry for this. I'm sorry for that. Now, it's one thing to screw up something with a woman and you're apologetic about it, whatever. Try not to use the words, I'm sorry, right? And for a number of reasons. Number one, when you apologize, when you say I'm sorry and this and that, it does something to your psyche, guys. When you say I'm sorry, especially when you behave like you're sorry, you're not confident. It comes from a place of insecurity and lack of confidence and low self-esteem. You tell a woman, Oh, I wanted you to call me last night. I was at work. Yesterday I got home late and I didn't get dinner. And then you never called me last night to say goodnight or whatever. And you say, oh, I'm sorry. And or she says, or even if it's got nothing to do with you, she had a bad day coming home from work because of the traffic, and you start apologizing for her having a hard day at work and the traffic, and I'm sorry you had a hard time with traffic, and the things that you say, I'm sorry, it sets up here in the psyche that I'm sorry. She sees you, especially when you're coming from a low self-esteem and don't have that confidence, you apologize for things that doesn't happen, that's not really your fault. You're almost like an empath, right? You're almost empathetic, right? Nothing wrong with that here and there, right? When it's something, a loss of life, it's maybe she lost a job, something traumatic, not coming home from traffic. That's not a crisis, right? There's other ways to say that, you feel bad. If you something that you made a mistake, it's my bad, or you know what, I should have thought differently, my mistake, whatever. But when you say I'm sorry and you hang your head down, and it gives the vibe that this is a sorry man. You're always sorry for something. You're always sorry. Why are you always sorry? And then she's like, you know what? Because he is sorry. Look at him. It creates a negative trigger in the brain, a negative connection, right, with the psyche. When you're not on your purpose and your mission in life, and you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing and moving in a positive direction, and you're moving in a negative direction, it's going to create the sorry vibe. You're going to have that sorry look, slumped shoulders, head hanging down, all that nonsense. So, and you won't even know it. It's a subconscious. It's your dominant thought. Your dominant thought's going to transmute itself into its physical equivalent. So you will look and feel as if you're really sorry. And every time you walk around, she'll look at this guy. She's not going to be attracted to that guy. She's going to be pissed off and annoyed because you're not being the man you need to be for her. That's aiding woman. So check that. Know that you're enough. Stop apologizing. Don't apologize. Fix it. Don't be apologetic. Fix it. If she had a hard day, it's her problem, not your problem. Yes, you understand. Yes, you stand there and listen to her, but you be strong for her. You don't apologize. You bring her in. Listen to her story. Get engaged with her. Really? What? That's fucked up. So that kind of thing. You engage in the story. You jump in with her. What are you sorry for? You're home. What are you sorry for? You're at work, and that's her experience. Why are you sorry? That's it. Again, like it's a loss of life or something like that, or lost a friend, a job, whatever. That's an incident. It's different when it's an incident, right? So, again, realize the fact that you hold your head up and be proud, not sorry. Be proud. Pride is the opposite of being sorry and sorrowful and woeful. Be prideful and strong and masculine. Number 9, hiding your feelings, burying your emotions when you're back home by yourself, or you're driving in the car and you have emotions. You feel like you can't tell anybody about what's going on, and you hold everything in. That's not good either. You have to express yourself. You got to still, if you're feeling something in the moment, you got to tell that person on the spot. Because what happens is, when you're afraid of what someone thinks about you or they're going to say about you, you're trying to hold up a facade, right? I'm this great guy and nothing ever happens to me and all this. Listen, we all have issues. No one's here free of issue. Not me. No one, no one is, right? We all have life's challenges. This is what makes us great. This is how we handle these challenges and how we get through them and break through them is the difference, right? That's what makes the difference. You're going to get up and get into it, or you're going to sit there and cry about it. You got 2 choices right there. There's no middle. No middle. So the idea here is to step into, right? It's to be confident. And if you have these opinions or expressions, when people like this have issues, they say, wow, I should have said that. I should have said this. I should have told him that. And the boss was on my back today. I did all my work. I should have told him. I didn't even tell him. You take all this stuff in, and it's not healthy, right? If someone, you have to defend your honor no matter what. I don't care who it is. You have to defend your rights. You have the inalienable rights to speak your mind when it's appropriate. Speak your mind. Don't hold it back and take it in. And when the person's gone already and you hold it and you mad and you're kicking yourself and not saying anything, because why are you kicking yourself? Because subconsciously and deep down in your DNA, you're a man. You're supposed to speak up for yourself, and you know you didn't do it. It's the same vibe you get when you see a beautiful girl and you don't pull the trigger. You don't talk to her. You let her walk by. You go, I should talk to her. I should. But your fear of anxiety. I left myself and shit. But your fear of approach made you bitch out, and your masculinity, the man part of you, is like, yo, you let that shit go. You was bad. You should have hit it out, and you kick yourself the whole time. Right? Look at my video on approach anxiety. That'll clear that up too. That's what I'm talking about. But nevertheless, guys, again, on this part here, number 9 is speaking up for yourself when it's appropriate. Talk to the person that's creating the problem in your life and settle that. Right? Speak your opinion to that person. Don't let it sit and fester. When the time's appropriate. Right? If it's your boss, you don't shoot back at the boss or whatever. But you wait. Ask to get in the office, have a little discussion. When he's free, can I get a word with you? Introvert. Now, this is one you have low self-esteem. Introverts aren't afraid of what people think. Okay, I'm talking about the low self-esteem, and you're introverted because of what people may think of you. It's not the fact that, hey, I'm introvert and this is my lifestyle. No. It's because of something else. It's a reaction. It's a cause of reaction. So because you say, you know what, I usually am an outgoing guy, but right now I don't want to go out because I don't want people talking about me or whatever. This happens a lot of times. For example, let's think about a class reunion or something like that, right? And you haven't done much in life and you're kind of still trying to figure life out, right? And maybe everybody else is, doing all kinds of things and you don't want to go, and they want to see you and come down to the thing, and you don't want to go because what are you going to talk about? You've been doing the same thing since high school. You're going to talk about high school, the football team. You're going to talk about the homecoming. Meanwhile, these guys are closing deals and got kids, doctors, and so you a lot of times people will decline to join the world of life because of what other people will talk about them. That's self-made introvert. That's someone that's putting themselves in a situation where they're a loner. A lot of times you get these loners that won't go out and incels, and because they don't want, it's not that they're afraid of living their life, but they're afraid what other people will say about them, so they decline and rather stay in. That's not healthy. The idea here is to live in your purpose. If you want, nothing wrong with staying at home, nothing wrong with being by yourself and to yourself. Some people are like that. But what I'm saying is, if it's because of something else, that's what I'm talking about. An outside source is forcing you to behave differently, changing your belief system, your purposes, and how you move in life. So that's the problem, right? That's a weakness because, again, being afraid what someone else thinks. Instead, if you're introvert, own it, right? If you go out, that's fine. But it's a problem. Like I said, I'm going to say it again, when something else is preventing you from going out and being yourself. That's the problem, all right? So listen, guys, like, subscribe, comment below when you hear your family. When your family, you know the kids got you. Yo, excel, and I'm out.